Before knowing Christ, I was a ball of anxiety. I'm not saying after being saved, I don't still struggle most days, but now I'm able to remind myself that everything in this life is outside of my true control. I often would find myself thinking about plan A, B, C, and D, and worrying about every step along the way. This often causes me to be short with my family and cause arguments with my husband, who's always been so go with the flow. I spend a lot of time angry with people in my life, not forgiving them for things that they've done or said. I've sinned in more ways than one, always comparing myself to others, wanting what they have, and not focusing on everything that I have to be thankful for. I first had the gospel presented to me when Pastor Dave and Pastor Joel came to our house. One verse they shared with me was John 1:12, which says, "But to all who did receive him, Jesus, who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God." Afterwards, I simply thanked God for all he has provided. I received Jesus and asked for him to forgive me from my sins. Since being saved, I felt so much peace. It wasn't right away. I definitely stressed about it for if I did it right or not for quite a while. I didn't think I felt all that different because I wasn't acting all that different. Then I began praying for God to show me that I did it right. I knew in my heart that I was rescued, but my head was telling me otherwise. I talked with my longtime friend Maddie about how I was feeling. She told me it's okay to not have a big defining moment and that there is so much beauty in receiving Christ in a peaceful state of mind. I think that's when it really started to make sense to me, and I have felt so much peace since that conversation. After receiving Christ, I no longer have to figure out what the next 10 steps are because I know God will provide for us and will always make it through. I still struggle with those anxious thoughts and tendencies, but I've truly felt myself being able to trust in him more. I have been able to pray for the people who have caused pain in my life, and I've spent time asking the Lord to guide them through their own struggles. I have much more to learn about God and all he wants from me, but I'm so grateful for the small but mighty changes I've seen so far. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths."